Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back with another video from Giguk, and today we are checking out the Isekai she tells you not to worry about. Now, we know Giguk looks as Isekai, and I have no idea what this is, so let's just check it out, shall we?
Anime fans?
Yes.
Are fucking losers.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Most of us weebs who got into anime and manga at an early age had a similar experience when they came to our schools or the kids around us.
Yeah.
Some of us may have been ridiculed. Some of us may have been told to grow up and stop watching cartoons.
Definitely.
Some of us may have just been straight up bullied and called losers.
Oh.
We were outcasts of the social hierarchy, and if I'm being real, I think this is
Sad
a big reason
times.
why power fantasy stories have seen the monumental success that they
Quite
have.
possibly, actually.
You're telling me this guy can beat up all the arrogant jocks and get all the chicks and his
Yeah.
OP
Yeah.
talent is being a gamer? It's a shallow reason, but it's true. We might not want to admit it, but the viewership and sales numbers don't lie because
No,
we
they do
can't
not.
seem to stop fucking reading it. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, it's about time weebs got our spotlight as the most oppressed group in the world
Definitely.
over the current one.
Oh.
Gamers.
Oh, right, okay.
The landscape became so saturated with them,
Jesus.
it became impossible to tell good power fantasy shows from bad
Right,
power
yeah,
fantasy shows.
because there's so many.
Because they were all bad.
Oh,
When the industry realised that
oh.
all it took was one self-insert protagonist put in some generic fantasy world, surrounded by a bunch of cardboard cutouts that were easily mistaken for women, they decided to make a lot. No, keep going. Like, a little
More.
There we go.
About right.
Time to add these shows to the list of things I'm going to watch before Full Metal Alchemist. It got so bad that even me, Mr. Power Fantasy Isekai Trash Man, Grant UK, got bored of it. That is until I
Grant.
started hearing whispers of this new webcomic called Solo Leveling.
Oh my god.
A series that had gained immense popularity over the past few years that had put it
I
as the 27th
really need
best
to read
manga
this.
of all time, according
But I'm
to
guessing we're
Mal,
not talking about
the
that.
Power Fantasy series to end all Power Fantasy series. And you may be thinking, what revolutionary thing did this series do that no other series before it had done to make its claim above all others?
Yeah, what? Ah. Was not made in Japan.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I thought we were building up to a bigger point. Solo Leveling, originally a Korean manhwa called...
No.
You know what? I'm not even going to try.
Man level.
I already butchered the Chinese
Blep.
words in the link click video, and now you expect me to speak fluent Squid Game? Don't you ever call me that?
Oh my god, the dub's awful, isn't it?
Fantasy realms gradually appear throughout our
Oh, we're
world,
talking about solo leveling, alright.
powerful monsters and beings. Around the same time as this, select members of humanity gained various powers and used them to combat this ongoing threat. These people became known as hunters and grouped themselves in different guilds who team up to assault these gates, killing the monsters and farming the resources within. Like, you know, an MMO.
Yeah.
The hero of our story, one Song Jin-woo, is ranked one of the weakest hunters in all of Korea, even referred to by his peers as the literal weakest hunter in the
All
world.
mankind.
It's basically just a
My god.
baby man.
Oh no.
Baby man. Little baby man. However,
What?
one day upon his party entering a high-level dungeon by mistake, shit very much hits the fan as the monsters within them obliterate their entire
Oh
party.
damn, alright.
Apart from the little baby man, of course. Baby man. Though he does die, he somehow managed to clear a secret set of trials within the dungeon and wakes up in
Oh.
a hospital bed after the incident with a unique ability to literally be able to
Level up, which no one else is able to, right.
Menus and inventory screens in front of him in the real world, gaining experience in skill trees and all sorts of bullshit.
Alright, so that's why.
like,
Okay,
you
cool,
know,
cool, cool.
An MMO. And so begins the rise of Song Jin-woo, from being a little baby man to becoming an ooh baby
Whoa, damn.
man.
Jeez.
This may sound very similar to your typical isekai power fantasy story.
This isn't an
and
isekai though, is it?
to be real, you're absolutely right. The series clearly borrows a lot of elements from the genre, even if it's not technically isekai.
Yeah.
But what I think really makes Solo Leveling work is that it takes elements from your typical OP isekai power fantasy and adds an element from your typical popular shonen anime.
Cool.
You know, the other most popular genre in anime and manga.
Yeah,
Hunters
sick.
are power ranked from S to E.
Stop
The
doing
main
the hunter
characters an
thing.
underdog working his way up the rankings. Unlike a lot of power fantasy isekai, Sung Jin-woo doesn't instantaneously power up. When he reawakens, he is still an E-ranked hunter. He just has the ability to grind his level up, and oh boy, does he do some grinding.
Damn, sick.
Sung Jin-woo and only Sung Jin-woo gets access to these special dungeons with high-level bosses and rare item drops.
Oh, right.
And of course, like any true gamer, you gotta do all the optional side quests so you're
Of
stupidly
course.
overpowered for the final boss.
Yeah.
You actually get to see his progression throughout the series. The man is constantly on the verge of death in these dungeons, but he gets rewarded by the level he gains, the weapon he acquires, and the abilities
Cool.
he develops. I guess you could say he was leveling up on his own.
Solo.
That's not the title. What
Lovely.
this means though is that it's just that much more satisfying when Sung Jin Woo goes back to the world to take on normal dungeons. Look, seeing someone almost fucking die and doing a life or death optional side dungeon several times above his level, only to go on and breeze through the main quest area to the amazement of others, struck a chord with me, alright?
That's cool.
That's exactly
That's
how
cool.
I play
Yeah.
RPGs.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a complete wish fulfillment power fantasy, but you know what? At least it felt like he earned it. Look, I'm not going to
Right, cool. So it never seems forced. I like that.
Favor, though. He is the only hunter who was able to level up while everyone else can only remain at the power level they were given when they first became hunters. I repeat, he has the ability to power up while everyone in the
Everyone
world
else is
is
stuck.
at a fixed level.
Yeah.
That's like having the ability to take a shower when everyone around you is at an anime convention. He gets so stupid. He gets so stupidly overleveled that he can outdo anyone in their specialized role. He's a mage, fighter, tank, assassin, healer combo.
Cool.
So he's basically just as toxic as Season 10 Ornn from League of Legends. But that's not even his main ability. Eventually he gains the ability to summon shadows from any monster he kills, essentially
It's like the
becoming
Naruto
a
music for
army.
Shadow
Like,
Clones.
what the fuck? But it works because the world itself is set up for his success. The world is a mishmash of Sword Art Online, Darker Than Black, and One Punch Man.
Cool.
What I like is how modern society is built around the existence of hunters. You're not just limited to one country.
Jesus.
The nation's entire strength is built around the strength of their hunters. S-ranked hunters are a precious
Jesus, stop it.
dictate a country's military and political strength. Sung Jin Woo's rise isn't just something that affects the hunter's world. It's one that ripples throughout the entire world and affects the geopolitical landscape. And this just gives him more fucking moments to be badass. I don't know what to say. What I love about
Yeah, I've
Solo
seen a
Leveling is
couple
that
of
it
epic
knows what it
moments.
wants to be and gives you that on steroids. It ups the ante to a global scale. You've got teams from Korea, Japan, China, and of course America, who are depicted as exactly how you think Koreans would depict Americans. And one major aspect that can't be ignored is that the art is fucking outstanding.
It does look amazing, like, to
Here's
be
stories of
fair.
manga working themselves to death doing weekly manga chapters, so I don't know what kind of fucking black magic the webcomic industry has cast to allow us to enjoy full-coloured weekly chapters that look like this. I mean, just look at this.
And it's weekly. Whoa, okay.
Shame, but beyond that, he also uses its medium to its full advantage. Webcomics, as opposed to manga, are not separated via pages. It's a medium designed to be viewed on the phone that allows you to endlessly scroll down, almost like it's one continuous image. And what this means is that some of the most impressive moments are accentuated by these panels that seemingly never end. An epic depiction of a battlefield or action that flows seamlessly as you scroll down in a way that you just can't do with manga constrained by a 2-page spread. It can make the action easier to follow, or the scale of the battle seems so much more grand. I read all of Solo Leveling in a day. It's a series that was infinitely bingeable because after saying all this, I think I'm missing the biggest thing that contributes to this manhwa's success, which is nothing. You know, as I was writing this video, I really tried to rack my brain as to why Solo Leveling was so fucking fun and such a huge success. That way, I could end this video off with some cool, introspective moment that really nails down what makes this series so special above all its competition. But then I realized what it really does best is absolutely nothing new. So instead, I'm going to talk about Kitchen Nightmares. I fucking love Kitchen Nightmares.
I like Kitchen Nightmares though, to be fair as well.
It's one of those shows where if it comes on or I see someone watching it, no matter what I'm doing,
you're going to sit down and enjoy it.
Yeah, I got time to watch.
Yeah, go check this out.
If you've never seen a single episode before, let me break it down for you.
Mate.
You open up to a struggling restaurant with a cook owner who's just like, I have the greatest restaurant in the world.
Yeah, I don't need to do anything. My food's amazing. I don't need God to come here and tell me how to do it. Yeah. Sits in, hates everything. Yeah.
I'm going to cook Chef Ramsay our signature dish.
Yeah. And then he's like, it's awful. Then come back. Puts it in the microwave. Yeah.
Microwaved chicken, baby. So of course, Gordon takes one bite of the chicken, calls the waitress over and is like, this chicken is rawer than my dick after... This chicken is rawer than my dick one day after November. So he goes to the kitchen, he's like, oi, how are you cooking your food? With a microwave, chef. With a microwave?
Yeah.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
This boss, why is he...
Chef Ramsay is coming. Why would you not cook your food on the day?
Yeah, you'd set up so that it looks alright, wouldn't it?
This inspirational talk that turns everything around. That's like, alright, shut it. I'm about to blow your minds. What if you cook the food without a microwave?
That's literally the way of it.
So to learn to use fresh ingredients and everyone lives happily ever after, I swear just don't Google it because the restaurant's still probably out of business. And that's Kitchen 9
No,
Minutes.
what most of the kitchens tend to do is sell the business after they've had like the big money boost from the show.
Is that I know exactly what I'm getting into. Basically, every episode has an identical.
Yeah, they're all the same, but it's enjoyable, so that's what makes it fun to watch. I get what you're saying here.
If a link appears in my timeline that shows me that the food is not bussin', you bet your ass I'm gonna click on it to see if the food's not bussin'.
Yeah.
This is how I feel with Isekai and a lot of power fantasy shows. At this
Yeah,
point,
they're
it's
the
just
same
become my
kind of thing,
comfort
but
food, because when I look at
fun.
Solo Leveling, there is not a lot different to what we usually complain about. I've seen a load of comments referring to Sun Jin-woo being like, haha, this is how Kirito's done right. And I'm just like, wait, what? The man is even more perfect and flawless than Kirito ever was. I mean,
Yeah,
the guy's
cool.
functionally in... God, I wish I could go from this to this. Man went
Yeah.
from rice gum to full-on K-pop in the span of about 5 chapters. He literally looks like the 8th member of BTS. So yeah, of course Kirito's gonna lose when he's up against the literal unbeatable army Sung Jin-woo has behind him. K-pop stands. Recently has enemies been introduced that actually pose a real threat, because before that, pretty much every story
Wow.
plays out the exact same way. The shit is almost everything everyone shits on a show like Sword Art Online for. But for some reason, whenever my brain was like, man, you know what, the story's getting kind of repetitive, Sung Jin-woo would show up and be like, arise, and then the shadows would be like, and then Sung Jin-woo would be like, shooing, and then his eyes would do the glowy thing, and then it would just start kicking ass, and then everyone else would be like, isn't he ranked to be an A-ranked hunter? And then my brain would be like, oh, that was so cool. What was I talking about again? It really is just the rule of cool on crack. Its biggest strength is that it does nothing new.
Right, yeah, that's play it safe.
The best possible way you can hope for. If you have no interest in these epic power fantasy shows, then this isn't going to change your mind about them at all. But
Right.
if there's just a small part of you that craves
It
that
looks
low-key
awesome,
protagonist beatdown, this is about as good as the genre can get. It just works for the medium it's in, and for anyone who's like, oh man, I can't wait for the anime adaptation, I have 2 words for you. CG Shadows. Solo Leveling...
Huh.
I'm gonna let that one sink in for a little longer.
Huh.
Solo Leveling is not the 27th best manga of all time. It's not even close. But very few other webcomics,
But
like
it's got the
Adrenaline
number.
Pumping, quite like Solo Leveling does. This is power fantasy at its finest, which is perfect for isekai power fantasy trash like me. And even though it does fall victim to pretty much everything we complain about when it comes to those generic power fantasy stories, predictable and all, it is your definition of turn your brain off fun. Basically, what it boils down to is Sword Art Online. The cooler Sword Art Online. That's what I call it. Baby man.
Whoa. Yeah, solo leveling does seem awesome. I can't remember what video it was. Like, it went over like a couple of epic moments from solo leveling, and I was like, oh, it might have been was it Mother's Basement? Not sure. God damn. But yeah, I've always meant to find it, like, because I like having the physical version, and I've seen that in Waterstones has Volume 2. I can't find Volume 1, so I might get into that. Oh, I've got so much to read. I've got Samurai 8, I've got Berserk, I've got Undead on Luck, I've got the Sword Art Online Progressive spin-off, I've got the Mushoku Tensei, I've got Mob 100. But yeah, that was cool. Very cool. And I get what he's saying. It doesn't do anything different, but it does everything that's the same right. So it makes it enjoyable. Definitely does make me want to check it out. Anyway, thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video, I upload links in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is all that helps support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for that. And thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe, and leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch, discuss in future videos, and I'll see you guys, all you guys, next time.